Okay, folks, how you feeling? How you doing? Now, I got a special one today, and it's a lady who's complaining that my husband likes to shag a little bit too much, Judge, and they took the issue to court. I feel like it's hilarious, to be honest. But at the same time, I was thinking to myself whether I should do it or not. But then, like, once I started really listening into what the issues were about, I saw like, look, this is something that's very common in marriages, and this is something also that if you're planning to get married, you also need to. I feel like it's a conversation. So how about we have it and let's talk about it. Let's get straight into it and react to it accordingly. Full disclosure, I'm not going to be reacting much to this particular video. At least I'll try. But my intentions is just to get as much from this as possible. So, hey, let's go.
I am here, Judge Penny, because I would like to come to an agreement with my husband, Michael, about our sexual intimacy in our marriage. I feel that it's causing a lot of distress at the moment in our marriage because I feel that my husband would like to have sex pretty much all the time, every day, twice a day, 3 times a day. And I, just being a busy working mom, I'm just feeling that I would like to probably do it maybe once or twice a week. But we argue constantly about it, and it's causing.
Now, before we go anywhere with this video, hopefully, because I see some of y'all keep coming back, but you haven't hit that subscribe button. But hit that subscribe button. But before we go anywhere with this particular video, let me know so far, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? Because I can hear the sisters going like, yeah, that would be, and the brothers are like, So let me know your thoughts, which side you're on as far as this conversation goes. Let's continue.
A lot of problems.
And how you doing, Michael?
I'm doing great, Judge. I feel like I'd like to come to a intimacy agreement because it's not just about sex.
Okay, so let me get this straight. You've come to court and you're hoping that I can help you to come to some resolution over your disagreements regarding how many times you have sex and the intimacy of that. So you do understand that every man in America is waiting on this decision like it's a Supreme Court decision. All jokes aside, though, it is probably one of the most critical issues faced in a marriage. Now, I know that you're saying he wants sex a little more. Mm-hmm. All right. Let me hear from you, Michael.
Judge, I gotta be honest. She's just playing. The good times were really good. I was dating a girl. Okay. And she told me about this Australian girl. She's awesome. She's telling me how cool she was. And I was thinking, that's great. I mean, she's from Australia. That's, I'm from Portland, Africa originally, but that's 400 years ago.
Now, what do you do, Michael?
Hey, I'm a dad. I'm a father.
Okay.
I'm a salesman.
We can tell you in some kind of selling.
Well, okay. I'm trying to. I'm selling for all the good men, Judge. Okay. All the good brothers that are out there.
All right.
And you got a good brother.
Come on, Michael.
Oh, you know I do, baby. Don't worry about that. So tell me now, though. She's saying you want it every day?
Yeah.
Come clean now, come on.
I'm a big judge. Look at my wife. She is not beautiful. She is flat out beautiful.
She's flat out beautiful.
And,
okay.
But it's not just about sex for me. It's about being intimate.
I really do think that is an issue.
Now,
particularly when you're married.
Can we talk about it?
You all waited before?
Oh, that's an interesting take. But can we talk about it? Can we talk about it? It's not just about sex. Yo, bro, I feel like there's a whole conversation to this, bro. It's a whole conversation. And again, like, if you're not married, you might not understand it. It might be one of those, like, it totally just flies over you. But if you are planning to get married, you might need to understand. There's a video that you probably need to watch. You probably need to watch this because you probably are going to have to go through this, in which your partner feels like you want too much. And this is a conversation, bro. This is a conversation for, I don't know, bro. I don't know what you guys are thinking. Let me know. Where are you so far?
Yeah, we didn't kiss.
Okay, didn't even kiss? On the wedding day, though? when you kissed her, you knew there was a problem?
You know what, Judge? I did.
Okay.
And so here I come out, and I got my suit on. I'm ready. I've been pure. I've set an example for the men out there in the areas of being right.
Okay.
So I walk up the altar, and I'm ready to get married to my wife. She gets up there, and then he says, "Will you marry him?" She says, "Yes." "You marry her?" "Yes." "You may kiss the bride." I go for a kiss. Turned her head. I got the sight of her.
What?
Why?
I just got really intimidated because there was so much expectation on that kiss, and we had never kissed. So I'm a
You
very
had never
private-
kissed either?
Nothing.
I could see, now I'm married to a preacher, so I'm trying to be careful about this. I could see if you choose not to have sex before. I could understand it. But not kissing?
Yeah, imagine. Oh man, I'm trying to understand this guy's mindset. I don't know. Help me understand it. Like, imagine having to had waited for your girl throughout the dating process, and we haven't even reached the honeymoon phase at this point. We haven't even gone that far at this point. We are just trying to, man, you kiss the bride. I'm trying to kiss you legally. Matter of fact, he's saying they didn't even do it illegally, at least the kiss, that is. And you trying to do it now, and she pulls to the side. I gotta say, this guy here is patient. This is, in my humble opinion, this is what, my brother, like, when I grow up, I want to be like you, bro. In every sense of the word. That's not me shading nothing, but like, I can imagine I probably would have not taken that lightly, speaking for myself. So he's probably a better man for that. I don't know. Imagine if it's you. Some of y'all can't even wait for your wedding day. Now imagine you had to have done it, and then she pulls away. I don't know how I feel about that, truth be told. I don't know. Like, do you even want to get married? Or are you looking for, because if you want a housemate, we could just rent out an apartment or something like that. Like, come on, bro. I'm saying this would have been me. Thank God it's not my situation. But I'm saying if it were my situation. So, sheesh, he's truly oh man, I can't even call him a godly man. Like, he's something else, bro. This is the definition of patience.
That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because that's a closeness that I don't really think that would have been inappropriate, no matter how you see
Yep.
it.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Sure.
And so I'm concerned that you had a problem because even on your wedding day, the most precious
You
day,
didn't love him.
there shouldn't have been
That's the
any kind of
question.
embarrassment, any kind of way. How'd you grow up? Was sex a taboo in your family?
Yeah.
Okay. That's a big thing.
That's not an excuse.
Yeah.
I mean, we can't
Yeah.
act like it's not.
Yeah.
Tell me about the relationship. Because you know what was interesting? You said
Because the reason why I'm saying, I know I promise not to do this a lot, but hey, let's just talk about it. The reason why I'm saying it's not an excuse, it's not a good enough excuse, because you're going to paint the picture that if sex was a taboo growing up, I'll feel a way about it in marriage. And that's not so. That's not the truth, quite frankly. It can't be the truth. You know what I mean? Like, you're going to paint the picture that, like, if the ones who have kept themselves through purity, the ladies who have kept themselves through purity because of you, a guy might start thinking otherwise. You know what I mean? Am I landing? Right? So I think it's not a good enough excuse if you ask me personally. Right? I don't know, bro. But the wedding, bro, that's crazy. That's insane.
my notes that you thought the sex was good up until 5 months. And you said that the sex was good up until your child was born. What did you call good sex? When you say the 5 months it was good, what made it good?
You know what made it good was, it was encouraging. It was mutual.
So what's good intimacy?
Well, good is good.
Okay. But I understand that he does the flowers, he does the cards.
Poems.
You write poems?
Yeah, I wrote her poems. Judge, I got her flowers this morning.
You did?
Yeah.
That was wonderful.
You know why?
Why?
Not because I'm coming to court. I'm trying to impress. But to just as a sign to let her know I really love her unconditionally.
Let me tell you something. One thing I know is that I feel that you all love each other.
Yeah.
But what I'm thinking is that it's more than just the sex. There's something else going on. Both of you are bodybuilders?
We've competed.
You have?
I have a feeling like if she had married a bad boy, the narrative would have been different. There's an unfortunate thing with church guys, you know, we tend to have these expectations in marriage, right? We tend to have all these crazy expectations, but then they're not met. Maybe because, again, like I said in the previous video, we trying to find our accompanyship outside of church. You know, that could be one of them, right? But I would like to argue that if she was married to a bad boy, it would have been different. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Let me know in the comment section. I might be crazy for this. But this guy's too good, to be honest. He's too good to even be going through all this. Quite frankly, I don't think he should be going through all this. And but hey, they're already married, so.
And do you all think you have a competition between the two of you? Could that be a part of it?
Yep. Yep. Now you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting to it now. I know I'm going to get to it. Now, one thing about me, it might take me a while to get there, but I'm going to get to the issue. Do you think he thinks you're like a trophy wife?
I've crossed my mind.
You know, maybe there's some truth in that.
Yeah.
But when it comes to pressure, my heart isn't for her to be a trophy. My heart is for her to believe in herself. Okay. And so the reason I want her on my arm and the reason why I dote on her and I encourage her isn't because it's about the show. It's really about her feeling good about herself.
I feel like there is a expectation of me that's somewhat superficial, and it's not hitting something that I need. I don't know what it is. Like the flowers and all of that is awesome, but there's something missing. There's
what?
You too nice, my boy. You too nice, my boy. Trust me. You too you too nice, my boy. You too nice. That's bro. I'm not trying to be no red pew type of thing, but I feel like y'all need to listen just to get a little bit of an edge. You know what I mean?
There's something that I need.
You know,
I need your help with that. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. I think it's got to do with the trophy. I think it's got to do with Michael putting me up in this sort of that I'm this glamour queen.
You want him to love you?
For who I am.
Yes.
Like, are you going to love me if I'm 1 million pounds overweight?
Let me tell you something from the bottom of my heart.
What I'm hearing so far, I'm talking a lot. I know. But what I'm hearing so far is, bro, I need you to be not always nice, to not always be good to me. There's something that I feel like is just broken in her. You know, so far, that's what I'm getting. I don't know what you guys are thinking so far, but hey, that's just what I'm hearing. There's something broken in me. So sometimes when you're doing too many good things, it makes me feel like, so it has nothing to do with what the guy's doing or what the guy's saying, because the guy is doing all the right things, but because of the inadequacy that is inside me, it's going to reflect. It's going to reflect. This is where all this is coming from. Oh, okay.
Saying all of us, every woman can relate to this on some level. Do you know what I mean? Particularly when you come from a background where you have some baggage.
Right.
There's a lot to overcome anyway. But just feeling and looking at you in your eyes, I don't really feel that you're as happy as one would think. Could I be right? I'm just feeling this great disconnect. I've only been with you a few minutes and I can feel. Can you feel it from her?
I can. I feel like I've tried a lot of different things. I've tried the things that are trophy-like. I've put together a $400 spending budget and went shopping for her. I've bought.
Do you hear what we're saying, though?
Yeah, I do. But I backed off of that as well and tried to do other things.
Can I ask her something you love him? How do you know?
Because We're together still. I think I would have left if I didn't. That's my kind of MO.
She doesn't tell me that though.
She didn't.
I don't know, bro. Like, it's kind of tricky because again, these are married people. These are married folk. But I don't know.
Tell you that?
He doesn't
Not
feel
often.
loved by me.
Really?
She doesn't
You
tell me.
don't?
No, I mean, I know she loves me because I think love is an action. It's not just this cool
That's
feeling.
right. No.
Love is what you do. It helps me when she says, baby, I love you.
You know, we came in the court at the beginning saying it's about sex.
Yeah.
Every man was thinking, well, I can't wait to how this is going to go down. Because every man wants the sex.
Right.
But then when I start looking at her, that's the one good thing I have about being a judge is that I can just look beyond what I see. And there is a brokenness that took place that he may never be able to repair for you. What do you want from him? What do you want from your marriage?
I told you.
To be happy.
No, deeper than that.
Wanting perfection, wanting to be fixed. I want
There
him
it
to be
is.
everything that my family wasn't.
He comes along and he finds his dream girl.
Like I told you, she wants him to be everything her family was not. But clearly, he is being everything her family was not, right? Clearly, because her brokenness is coming from her family, right? And this guy's coming in and showing her love, and she's saying, I want him to be different from my past. And he's clearly different. So that's why I said if she had married a bad boy, this conversation would have been going way different. That's where I'm coming from. Which is, by the way, I'm a church boy myself to the core. I grew up in the church since I was a child, bro. You know what I mean? So there's not me coming from and then go off like, you know what I mean? I'm not disputing, but this guy's too nice. He's too nice, if you ask me. He's too good, right? As far as so far from just judging with the, you know what I mean? So I don't know, guys. What do you guys think? By the way, I'm not no professional counselor by no means. So take what I'm saying with just saying, okay, that's his opinion. Then let me know your own opinion about this so far.
Because that's what she is, right?
Yeah.
And although it looks like it's about the sex, it's not. It's about
Nah.
when you said, I want
It's
to
deeper,
be
bro.
fixed. Because there's so many of us that are walking around, I finally am whole. And it did not come from a position or a title. And I want you to hear this. And it did not come from a man. He can't fix you. You're going to be the only person that can fix you. And I don't care how often people tell you how beautiful you are and everything, that seems to hurt even more. Am I right?
Yeah, it doesn't.
No, it has no meaning.
No meaning.
And I suspect when he gives you the flowers and the cards, since we're all being honest, and this is not meant to hurt your feelings,
Yep.
do you feel anything from it?
Not much.
Not a thing.
And it's sad because he's trying so hard.
You want to wake up and know how it feels to be normal.
Yeah.
You are so much like everybody else in America.
Really?
Yes, my dear. And so now you're dealing with a wife. You're going to need some counsel. You need more than just me telling you how many times you're going to have sex. Because I can't wait till after you go to counseling and y'all call back and let me know. If I just hear, I'll know. She could probably, I'm going to go out on a limb here. She's saying I'll do it 1 or 2 days a week. Can you go without it?
It's like, I hate to say this, but it's like another thing on my list.
Yeah.
You
hate
probably
to say
feel
that.
like that.
I do.
He
I
does.
feel-
But let me tell you what you got to do, because I got some clues I can help you with.
Great, please.
Because I'm handling my business just fine. So, when you give her a back rub, you can't make her feel like,
Now, this is, I feel like I've been weighing in on the lady so much. Let's lay in on the guy now. Because I feel like this is game. Right now, what Judge Penny is saying right now is game for the men. Because as men, we tend to do this a lot. We tend to do this a lot. So I need you to hear this part.
The next step has got to be the sex.
Now she gets some daily back rubs every night.
Okay, you got to look good man now.
This
We got to
guy's-
make sure
this guy's nice.
somebody else don't come and, you know what I'm saying?
Come on. There you go.
I had to go on and give him his props. I was thinking that when he was doing it, you know how they do. You know how you
yeah,
do.
you know, slip down.
Yep.
and
Yeah,
all that.
let me.
I know.
He does that.
Let me
Trying
get
to be
everything
slick all
right.
the
Let me
time.
not make her mad.
Right.
Let me do everything right so that
Yep.
everything can go just the way it's supposed to go. So maybe this might be the day that I can get some. I mean, really, is that not
Yep.
what's happening?
Well, no. Yeah, a couple times.
I mean,
You'll
come
be
on.
like,
Yeah, a couple times. Because I know that I can't always be Mr. Smooth. She's smart. She's smart.
Oh, no,
She
I
figured
can
out in a
tell.
heartbeat. So I stay right at the top of the shoulders, crack the back. I stay right there.
Yeah,
And-
but you know something? It's about a feeling. If you all did not have sex before, you made a connection on a spiritual level. So you don't have to say
Yeah.
a word. When you walk through the door, it's like a scent, a puppy coming in.
Right,
She knows what you want. You got that look in your eye. You know what I mean?
It's a gleam.
The worst thing in the world is to believe that you're the only ones having it. You are not the only people experiencing it. You are not going to tell me a couple that appears to have everything. In some ways, you have everything, yet you have nothing. This man is too good to lose. But don't
Come
give
on.
this good man to another woman. I would not let him go. I don't know everything that's going on, but I wouldn't let him go. So what you do is, I'm going to advise that you all go and get a good counselor. And really, you're going to go with her because it's very important. You really want the woman that you thought you were getting. She says she wants to be fixed. You can't do it. So you're going to
Yeah.
go to counseling. And then after counseling, you have to know in the meantime that
I feel like that's the reason why even the sex is a problem, because that's what he's been trying to do all along. With every flower, with every poem, he's trying to, you know what I mean? He's been trying to do it, and it's not working. So, my humble opinion, I think she has work that she needs to do as an individual, even in counseling. Right? If you're a lady and you're dealing with the same thing, I think you need your own counseling. You know, with your pastors, with your counselors, with uh, your therapist. You need to put in your own work as an individual to make yourself whole, because it's going to follow you, bro. If especially even if you're not married right now, it's going to follow you. Your trauma is going to follow you into your marriage. It's 1,000%. Don't think you're going, just because you with someone, that someone's going to make it go away, or that someone's going to make it. If you feel empty, if you feel broken, if you feel lonely, it's going to follow you, bro. It's not going to end because you suddenly have someone with you. If anything, it's going to amplify. So that's what I'm saying. You need to work on you, because this is something that's very common. Believe it or not, it's very common. If you're married, you know what I'm talking about. Let me know in the comment section. If I'm lying or not, let me know in the comment section. This is something that's very common. So you need to actually make work on you. You need to put some work on yourself. And yeah, let's just finish a little bit of this video then.
they're going to be fixed. And so eventually it's going to come and you're going to wake up one day. You're going to be able to say what I said. I feel whole. And it's going to be just fine. And when you wake up, you're going to have this great man next to you. But you've got to understand also, she's got a 3-year-old. And she doesn't want to feel like a trophy wife. Right. So sometimes even when you want it, it's just a big sacrifice. Nobody wants to sacrifice in marriage. And nobody said it was going to be easy. Right. It's hard work. So what I'm going to do is, it's really plaintiff defendant. It's almost like I'm fighting for both, but I'm going to find that you all go to counseling because I think that is important. And
Yeah, I guess that's as much as we're going to take today. But let me know what you guys think. My personal thoughts on the matter is, I think she has. Of course, they have to do couples counseling and couples therapy, the both of them, and just talk it out and just work through things. But I also feel like she also has to go through a whole process on her own, because she's going to wake up and dread this even more. You know what I mean? This is something that's going to be following her every single day. So this is something that she probably has to try to work through. because trust me, it's not normal, right? As much as I've said it's something that a lot of couples deal with on a day-to-day basis, it's not normal. It's very much not normal. But again, like I said, this relationship would have been different if the lady had married a bad boy. But unfortunately, this guy is too good, like in my own opinion. This guy is very nice, in my own opinion. He's too good. And we're here because they're already married. They already have kids. So how do we deal with this? In my opinion, therapy, bro. If y'all Christians, go see your pastors. That's what I'll say. But more than anything, she also has to just go as an individual to see a pastor and deal with whatever she's dealing with from her trauma. But anyway, that's it for today's video. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about this particular situation and this particular conversation. And until the next one,